Welcome. Bit of a change of scene this week. Week 6.
Welcome. If you haven't seen these videos before, this is week 6 of following the Be Iron Fit plan training for an Ironman. What I usually do is share information on the plan of the week, and then I also share information on a certain topic. A little bit of change of scene tonight, not just here, but I'm going to take you to the shed to show my bike setup. But I've got my trusty post-it note, and really quickly I'm going to go through my plan. So I'm going to stick the plan up here first. So we're following the Be Iron Fit book. I'm not getting paid for this, but if you purchase the book, it's really cheap at the moment. I can't disclose the exact things in the book, obviously because of copyright, but this is pretty close to it, and I tend to try and stick as much as I can. I did the intermediate program last year, worked great. I was very comfortable in the race on the day. This year, I'm upgrading it to the competitive level. So this is what I did this week. On Monday is rest day, which is today, and I do these videos on Monday. Please subscribe because it takes time. Tuesdays, 1 hour run home from work, and I did an hour coach session swim. On Wednesday, I did a brick workout. A brick is bike and then run straight off, so you get used to transitioning. On Thursday, an hour, hardly any resistance on the bike in the shed, 100 RPM. So all of this is done on Zwift, by the way. On Friday, 1 hour run, local, bit hilly. Saturday was my strength training boot camp in the village. And then on Sunday, did a 2 hour hilly ride. Great. Ping away. So now, bit of change of scene. I'm going to take you to the shed of dreams. Let's go. So I was about to go for the ride, and I was thinking, you know what? I might as well show the setup I've got. Now, obviously, this is not glamorous, and there's a big reason for that. We're actually in the middle of a big kitchen project, and the garage where I usually train and keep the bikes nice and tidy is a mess. Now, I'm hoping this will inspire you or just prove that you can just get on with training, whatever the situation. So this is my shed. I've been training in it all winter. It's full of crap, and now we're starting to move things out because the weather's breaking and it's becoming spring. Now, there's never any excuse. You can just work around any situation. That's all I have here is my training bike, which was about 60 quid off Facebook Marketplace. And this is my Propel that I built from a broken frame, and I bought the broken frame for £100. No bells or whistles. You've literally got that clicked onto the Elite Super Chrono Smart B+. Then on the back, you've got the Ant connector, which connects to an iPad, which I just chuck by here. You can adjust the tension. It's not brilliant, but it does the bloody job. You need a proper turbo tyre, which is proper slick, and it's designed to go on that little contact area there on the roller. Pin, you need a basic one. So just grab a basic one and chuck it on. And in the winter, just check these wheels on. So I've got two lots of wheels, and those have got like Schwalbe Durano Plus winter tyres, basically. And then on the other side, this is what I'm really proud of. I will never sell it because I built this bad boy, including the wheels, for about 780 quid. So what did I do? There was a fracture crack here. That's why it was so cheap. Carbon fibre frame. I'm a DT teacher, so I'm sort of confident enough. Never fixed one before, but I just got into it. It was easy. There's a YouTube video up here for you to have a pip. So what am I running on it? Well, I've got an Ultegra chain set. I'm running 32 on the back, and then I've got a 52 to 36 in the front. I've got a Super Aero GedAhed handlebars. I upgraded that. And obviously I've got Ultegra shifters. The wheels, I sold my old Giant Defy. That was my very, very first bike, my Giant Defy 3. And I sold that just to get the wheels. These are K1, they're aluminium. But everything these days, it's about aero gain, arguably against the carbon fibre weight. And just to show an extra couple of bits. So I always keep this on now. Yeah, I don't need it in most triathlons. But instead of having a pouch behind here for all the gadgets, like tubes and the spare chain or what have you, I actually keep them now in a bottle. And I've got a pump by here. This little thing by here, it was only like a tenner, handy to keep my nutrition plan in there. I don't know why it's still in there. And a couple of gels or whatever, just really easy to get to. And held on by some cable ties. They are really handy. So I'm probably going to leave them on there. So that's what I've got. I am looking for a TT bike. It would be lovely to upgrade to a TT bike, but at the moment, who am I kidding? I've got a wife, I've got 2 kids, I've got a mortgage. Probably going to buy
a damaged frame TT bike, and I'm going to get on it like I did here.
Oh, there we are, right done. God, I can't wait for this to be finished. Right, let's put him to bed. And there we are. If you found any information helpful, I would really appreciate a subscribe. I do this on my nights off. I just love it anyway, and hopefully see you next time.